Hello, all my TW555 members here at Midway. This is your host, Eric Perez, and I want to welcome you back to the Quick Question Podcast. Again, I am Eric Perez, alongside my co-host, Hugo Valles. Hugo, how you doing, buddy?
Hi.
Yes, he's our safety rep at the station. He may not look like it, but yes, he is your safety rep at the station. Hugo, how you doing?
I'm pretty, and I'm great.
Yes. Everybody, they said he's pretty. Very pretty. He's got a face for radio. That's why we're doing this.
That's right.
Yes, so Hugo,
Hey.
what's been going on, man?
Oh, nothing much. Just got through the safety meeting this past week.
Safety meeting?
Yes, we have those every month.
Now, what happens at the safety meetings?
We all get, I'll get crammed in this room, and we all yell at each other.
Sounds like fun.
It is. We get the city folk, CDA that work there. We get Matco that works there as well, and we talk about all the stuff that is broken or needs some attention.
Like not major stuff, like what, major stuff, or just like tugs and stuff.
No, major stuff. After a while, they get to go, and then we get to talk about our local stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then whatever gripes we have about the tugs, say like the electric tugs, what's going on with their batteries and all that.
So what happened this week?
All right. Well, I got my supplemental notes from there. I only got the bullet points, so I'm not going to go into them.
Wait. Did you say supplemental?
Yeah.
Spell that.
That's UPPLMENTL.
Sorry, I keep doing that, but it's just so much fun. But go ahead, sorry.
All right. So, of course, we know B21 and B25 are underway with their construction, and they will be closed for at least 3 months. And that's weather pending, so it could be even longer. B26, a reminder, push straight into Tango with permission from tower. Just straight. You don't even have to turn. Look at that. B19 is tail right only push. WSR will be back to normal after construction ends. Matco is still working on the jet bridge restorations. They will be working on a huge baggage project. It's hush. I don't know what's going on. We'll get more info later. GSC actually got 10 more new batteries for the electric tugs. Lav trucks will get, I think, dump caps, for those who leave the triturator. Sometimes they leave with the lever open, and this is to stop, the poop from, spilling onto the floor. There's another possible move for chargers from the triangles at B8 or B5 or on the island.
What are they doing about those chargers? I mean, are they going to... because I was local running all month. I'm not going to be wrong. I didn't have... And that's another thing I want to say about the batteries.
Yes.
So how often do they got to change these batteries?
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people run them way below, that dot, the last red dot.
Right.
And once it falls below that, when it's time to charge it, it won't bring in that charge because it won't detect it. You have to at least try to get it before it hits that last dot. Right?
Okay.
And that's why a lot of people have been plugging them in, and they're like, oh, it's rinsed in red. It's not doing nothing. So yeah, it's not doing nothing because it's not reading it.
So they're changing them. Well, you got 6 new ones. Obviously, they're changing them in and out, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and it's very a long, arduous work for them, but they do it. They try to get as much done as possible.
Well, I've noticed, I've noticed for the last 6 months that I've been not doing locals, but on and off doing locals, that the tugs are actually lasting the whole shift. Remember a few years ago where
yes.
I couldn't get a tug to go get to my first. I did my first flight and it was done.
Yeah, I know.
And lately it's been I haven't had that problem in a long time.
Yes. So that, like I said, they've been working on them, and it's every time I bring a couple here and there, a lot of people are elated. Oh, we're so happy we got tugs now.
No, it's been great. Literally,
Yeah.
It's been great. I haven't had a problem in a long time there have been times where, because people keep taking them, that they're actually sharing tugs, and especially obviously in the winter. Yeah. That's a big problem, no matter how new or old the tugs are, and the batteries, because it's horrible.
Oh yeah, and trust me, they're letting me have it out there too. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing to these tugs? Like, I don't know, man. It's just we use them, we can't charge them. Some of these chargers you can't even get through. And it's a huge issue. I'm like, it's the members' fault, and it's also, I think it's both their faults, management and because the agents just don't care. They just want to just get the job done, and the soups could do a better job, but instead they sometimes tell the agents to just take them off the chargers when they're not supposed to. Exactly.
So I mean, it's both our faults. So that's something we both have to actually get better at.
That is what one of the maintenance people were talking to me about, is like, you guys don't know how to maintain these tugs. Like, you don't have fleet maintenance.
No.
And I'm like, no, we don't, because it could be on the blue where it's equalizing, and they're like, we have no more tugs, so take that one. So they are allowing us to destroy company property.
They just need more chargers. They need some place where they can just, it's big enough.
Right.
When it's impossible with this airport.
So the city said, we have juice. We have more juice now. So hopefully, with that said, we'll get more chargers and we'll put them somewhere where they are accessible, because the ones by 21, 25, or 24, I should say, you could barely put your tug in there. Mm-hmm. We might have to move the one by Bravo 7 because the emergency fuel shutoff is there.
It's right there.
It's right there, and
that's a good place for it.
And the people, they hook up their carts, and it's all over the EFSO.
I don't know where you could put them anyway, because it's just people just get in each other's way.
Yeah.
If anything, closer to the island, maybe, but just
that's one of my suggestions. Right, there's an open range, between the islands, so we could put a couple over there. I think Bravo 5 is a good place for it as well. Mm-hmm. But we're working on that right now. I'm working with actually one of the facilities maintenance guys. His name is Ryan Kolczynski, so we're going to be working on that as well. Mm-hmm. I heard the T-Point self-service down at T-Point is getting better.
Okay.
We're thinking about moving the tail stands to the pillars so they could remain there all year long, especially for winter, because we need to plow. The only bad side to that is, of course, like everything, there's a double-edged sword. Once you move them over there, there's going to be people parking all over the place. You won't be able to get that tail stand out of there. Mm-hmm. So
I can't even. It's a mess. To me, a mess.
It's going to be a mess. So I don't know.
What else happened in this meeting?
So I was talking about the FSO.
Okay.
The emergency fuel shutoff, and I suggested that, if they can't see, where the emergency fuel shutoff is on the ground, why don't you just paint it on the wall?
Right.
And again, Ryan Kolczynski is actually taking part of that, and we're wondering if we could do that, if there's anything that stops us from doing that.
Now, the fuel shutoff, I have a feeling, and I think you should explain this, because maybe a lot of people don't know what's going on. Why is the city so adamant about this?
Well, because there are rules and regulations that the fire department has to follow, and actually the company has to follow, and you are blocking the entryway to the EFSO, or emergency fuel shutoff, and there's carts, and you actually need a pathway to be clear. So that little red stripe,
right,
that needs to be cleared, but you also need the whole area. It's kind of like that fake safety zone, the invisible safety zone we have out there. It's kind of like that, like the whole way. And then I was like, well, why don't you just paint the red line all the way up to where it needs to be? And they're like, no, we can't do that. Well, all right. Yeah. So I'm like, well, why don't you put it on the wall then? If the guy can't see it, put it on the wall. Yeah.
So, folks, just a heads up, you cannot park anywhere in front of this thing, even if there has to be a clear pathway straight, to the VSR? Or just straight to the...
No, it's from the fuel cart all the way to the building.
Okay, it's got to be clear, like nothing. Even if it's right by the safety zone, like it has to be clear. Like, how we put our belt loaders in the way? You can't do that. You got to get them out the way.
Yeah.
That's what they mean. That's how clear it's got to be.
That's been a hot topic, and they came in and they're like, we're gonna start issuing tickets.
Now, do they give a ticket to the agent, or Southwest, or both?
I'm assuming both. We're still experimenting with that, see what happens. But we're assuming that whoever they find parking it there, they will get the fine, and then they'll also talk to Southwest, and they'll fine them. In turn, probably Southwest might have to write you up. So.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, damn, Wally's finally calling. Like,
oh, hi, Wally.
Yeah, I needed Wally to actually confirm a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, so I have to wait until next week because
too late.
Yeah, too late. Too late on that one. Thanks, Wally.
Yeah, it's all right.
But Wally, he's been busy. He's been taking over district rep duties. He had to go to board meetings, something he's not used to, all week. So unfortunately, all the members at Midway had to deal with me. So I am very sorry.
That makes you number one.
Yes, wow. The number one hater.
How'd that feel?
Yeah, they don't. Who knows? They've been booing me everywhere. Been hissing, been hearing hisses, and there were no hurrays, just a lot of hisses and
no tomatoes to the face.
No.
What about pepinos to the face?
Yes. There's been a lot of knocks saying, "Where's Wally?" I'm like, "Oh, he's not here." Okay, cool.
All right, I'm out.
What about me? Like, no, I'm good.
You can't help me.
Yeah. Remember Andy? Yeah. He's like, "Don't go in there with Eric." I went in there with 3 points. I came out with 7.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, boy. Anyway.
What else you got?
More bullet points. People are not stopping at stop signs.
Right.
So people they're going to be getting tickets for that. People are still standing in the VSR while the plane is being guided in or pushed out. Guys, you're not a fucking barrier. Stay behind the zipper line.
Yes.
All right. Don't go out past the zipper line. Stay 5 feet away from it. All right.
It's not that, again, it's not the fact that they can't see. It's just like you just never know.
No.
You just have that one. All it takes is for that one time. We don't want nobody to be the example here.
No.
That's why we tell you, you don't have to go to the VA. If you want to go, a few feet away. I don't even say a few feet away. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Right.
I just can't. That scares me.
No.
You just need that one guy that's just not paying attention.
Do not go beyond it.
You just never know.
Do not go beyond
You're
it.
not to, unless the plane, I guess, when you go with the plane.
Right.
So just be careful with that one.
Yes. Where else? Cart to the B8 yard are encouraging it to be 10. So let's be mindful and move them a little bit, closer to Bravo 8 so they could work around the area at Bravo 10. And there have been complaints about staging tail stands unattended, and that's a safety hazard because they get run over. We actually had some get run over.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't prepare. They want to say, we were preparing for the flight.
Right, I get it. My thing is, and I talked to Provo, listen, we have, those flags out there. Can we at least put them, behind the flags? And they're like, that might be okay if it's a double flag, a double cone. Sorry, but if it's a single cone and it's out there, because the one I saw, they actually gave me some good examples of what not to do. These tail stands were like way beyond the wingtip cone, and it's like way out there. Like, that's a bad example. They should not be doing that. If anything, just wait for the plane to come in, walk over to the tail stand rack, and then go over and insert, the tail stand into the plane. You have 2 minutes to insert it, so.
That's it.
Insert. That's me for now. Back to you.
2 minutes to us. That's a long time for us men. Anyways, so what I'm going to talk about, I got a few things from Q and Rhonda. Rhonda's our regional manager, right? Or she's above obviously the station manager.
Yeah, she is
all of you remember Rhonda? She was our station manager a while ago, and then it was Joe, and now we have Q and Desiree. But anyway, she gave me some interesting. She gave me some interesting stuff. So on May 28th, we started rolling we started charging for bags, something we've never done.
Wow.
Actually, it sucks. But what do you think about that, Hugo?
Well, you know what? It's funny because we've always talked about that back then. Just charge a couple of bucks, but. I don't know how that's going to work out.
I don't know. I could only imagine. I can imagine the money, but I could just imagine the people getting pissed off. Like, look, you're the reason why this is the airline that we thought, this is the reason why we came here is because it was just
free bags.
Yes. Those of you, sorry, I apologize for those of you listening to a lot of walking around. It's Ricky Raccoon. I actually adopted him. All right. I couldn't bear kill him, but he's just walking around here. I promise you, he's not. But he's not. He's just walking around. I'm gonna kick him out soon. But yeah. But back to the point. So get out of here, buddy. Get out of here. So the main thing, again, get the heck out of here. The main thing Rhonda was telling me with the new paying for bags is the fact that on the first day they rolled it out, Southwest earned $50,000 just on that one day. $50,000. She said they're expecting $700 million just from check bags alone by the end of the year. Wow. And then they're expecting $1.87 billion for 2026. God. So, I mean, they're still showing up, I guess, for now, the way they're looking at it. And that's a lot of money. So,
sure is.
I mean, who knows what the future may bring with this, but as so far, it's looking good.
Well. I hope so.
I'm not too fond of check bags. I mean, for us non-revs, so we get check bags anyway. So we get our first check bags for as employees. So, but the rest, I don't know. We'll see. Do you know the prices? I don't even know the prices.
Yes, I believe it was 45 for the first one, 35 for the other one, or maybe
the second one.
Maybe it was vice versa. Maybe it's 35 for the first and 45. I should read. I got dyslexia. I don't know.
Jesus Christ! Thanks.
Apple eat eye.
Ooh yay, oop it stay, irk J.
That's Pigland.
Oh yeah, sorry for those who don't have. Anyways, also, there has been 68 planes that have been complete and fully extended for more legroom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they said I guess 1 through 10 are going to have a lot of legroom, and then The middle, obviously, as you go farther back, then it goes back to what you usually have. I think the back few rows have just what there is now.
No.
But I haven't on one of these planes yet. I can't wait to get on them. I mean, there's some leg rooms on the plane that I went from Phoenix to Honolulu. Not Honolulu.
Honolulu.
Yeah, I don't know Honolulu. Where the hell did I go?
Where did you go?
I forgot. I can't think
One
of
of
it.
those
Anyway,
islands.
I went to Hawaii.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, that plane had a lot of leg room. At least when I was sat in the first few rows, it was actually pretty roomy. So maybe
Nice.
if there's more room than that, I can only imagine how good the seats are going to be.
Man, who are we boarding? Herman Munsters?
Yeah, I know. They're doing 4 to 5 per night until they finish the whole fleet. So
Wow.
that's pretty fast.
Wow.
The Station of the Year party is going to be on June 11th. Everybody goes going from 8 o'clock to 6, I think it is, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Again, if you guys work, you guys will be fed. They're going to have it up again. What we said, it was actually going to be like we said it was going to be. It's going to be at A5 on the island. They're going to have a bunch of stuff there and a lot of games and a lot of food. Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Fun.
Yes. Another thing with the lockers. Is what they call it, the lockers refresh, as
Nice.
Q calls it. It's going to be underway within the month. They're going to start notifying us within the next 2 weeks on what's going to happen. Again, they're going to start giving us notifications on when they're going to start and how long you're going to have to get your stuff out of there. They're probably going to start cutting locks eventually for the people that are not paying attention. I mean, they're not going to do it automatically. They're going to give you a certain amount of time, and if they don't, they're going to start cutting locks. So just make sure you guys are paying attention. We'll definitely remind you not only on here on the podcast, but the reps will definitely let you guys know as best they can, either on Facebook or they'll put flyers out, or we'll try to tell as many people as we can. Those of you that are listening, just go ahead and tell as much people as you can, just so everybody knows that, to make sure they get all their stuff. That way nobody's stuff gets thrown out.
Lockers are coming.
Yes, I can't wait to see what these lockers look like.
I thought you said they were big and tall.
No, I told you they were those half ones.
Oh.
Half and deep. Yeah, I think they're pretty deep. Yeah. Yeah. And then that's pretty much it from the Q side. Do you have anything before safety before I keep going with some of the union stuff?
Yes. A lot of people are not familiar with military HR and the procedures. So when you do have a military HR show up at your gate, make sure that you shut off all the equipment. Your diesel tugs, the belt loader that's not being used. Make sure you turn down your radios, and when it's coming off, make sure you show respect. Take your hats off, bow down. It's almost like you're at a ball game. When the national anthem plays, you take your hat off. Well, this is a fallen soldier. You do the same as well. It's a matter of respect.
Yeah, it is, because these guys leave their life on the line for us. Yes. I come from a big I come from a family, military family. My father, my brother, my uncles, and just recently my nephew. So it had to be respectful for these guys.
Right. When you're unloading them, or when you're unloading them, make sure you get if you do need to put something in the same bin with them, make sure that is loaded first. Make sure you don't put any live animals like fish, stuff like that near it or in the same bin. Make sure the head is facing the nose. Always make sure that the head's facing the nose, because you want that to be the last commodity on. Because when it gets to the other city, it needs to be the first one off. All right. So, like I said, nothing happens while it's being loaded. So provisioning doesn't move. Fuelers don't move. Nobody moves.
Nobody.
Right. Once when it is offloaded, and once you see the HR cart leave the vicinity, along with maybe the hearse sometimes, because there's family members there. Once you see that they're off the gate, then you could commence your procedures again.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Back to me. All right. I'm only going for a couple things. A doctor note processing. So, I know a lot of guys come to us. They say, "I turn in the doctor's note, and my point's not going off." Well, reason being is when you call in sick, they're gonna no matter what, they're gonna give you the point no matter what. They don't know if they're gonna they don't know if you're gonna bring a note or not. So they're gonna give you the point. Okay. So, but when you bring your doctor's note in, you have to make sure it comes in the day you come back. It has to be turned the day you come back. Now, if you come back on the day you forget the note, you can always ask for an extension, which is only 24 hours, which means they'll give you 24 hours to bring that thing in, but you have to ask management. right, a lot of people don't know that. So if you forget your note, you get to work like, oh shit, I forgot my note. You still have a chance to come talk to us, or you will talk to managers. Hey, I forgot my note. It is at home, and they do give you 24 hours to actually bring that in. Just make sure you have to say something to somebody. So and it does take, when you do turn it in, obviously you do want to get that signature and date from the person at the comm. A reason being is they're going to give you a copy of that, and if they they tend to lose notes, unfortunately, and the only way they're going to accept the note or the copy is if it was signed by the soup. If it was just a note that they were signed, and they're assuming that you didn't turn it in and you're trying to pull something, so they're not going to accept it. So just make sure that you get it signed by the comms, just initial and date, and get a copy of that and hold on to it in case something happens. But again, it takes about 5 to 6 days from the day you turn it in to actually process and take the points off. So more than likely, if you're at that point to where you're going to get a letter, whether you're going to be at 1, 3, or 5, because those are the only letters. You get at points is 1, 3, and 5. Just know that. Let the note wait about a week and then check your points and make sure it's gone. If it's not gone, then we have a problem. Then we have to then you come to us. But don't come to us the day after you turn the note.
Right.
Because all I'm going to tell you is you got to give us a week. I'm not going to go look at it. I'm not going to waste my time and look at it. I have to let the process work first before I can actually see the problem.
Yeah.
So just make sure you go ahead and wait a week before you actually come and ask us. Because again, that's all we're going to tell you is you have to wait. So that's it for with doctor notes. I don't think anything else from the doctor notes. Besides that, again, that's the next one would be the way that we check out tugs and checking in. It just started on June 1st, which me and Hugo recording this today, so that's today. Yeah. So all you're doing is you're checking out the tug like you always do, but checking it in, you're going to have to also scan your IDs. So I don't know how we're gonna prove you turned it in. Besides the camera, if you do say, I turned it in, I got my scan, because it's going to scan. It's going to be hell no matter what. Yeah, it really is. That's what I'm afraid of. It's a good idea that you check it in, and I get it, but I could see it already. I could see them coming in and getting written up, and these guys are turning it in, and somehow it doesn't scan, and now we're going to go through this all over again.
Yeah, I feel the same way, but oh well.
Well, I guess we'll try something, because I guess the last thing wasn't working, so... Okay. And you got anything else, Hugo, or that's it for you, buddy?
I got a couple more things. Just a quick thing. It's a quick thing about what management's been telling me. Lab drivers are not wearing their PPE.
That is disgusting.
That is gross.
Shame on you. Those of you that are doing that, stop.
Right. You don't want any of that stuff in your mouth, in your face, anywhere on your body. You're going to have to take a tetanus shot or whatever.
Jesus. Not just that.
Or hepatitis C. I'm sorry. Hepatitis
Not
shot.
just that. But if it were to go there, you come talk to me, you come shake my hand. That's disgusting. Don't fist pump me. Don't do any. If you're not wearing your gloves, you're not wearing jack. If you're not wearing shit in there and you come and talk to me or shake my hand, you come in, that's disgusting.
That's right. Stay away from me, Edward Shithands.
That is just totally. How would you do that? You're handling shit. Like, you're literally handling shit. And I hated to say it like that. I really do. But that's what you're dealing with.
Right.
And you have the nerve not to wear your stuff. Yes. That is just totally disgusting. And I love doing. I'm a big lav fan. Anytime you could just keep me in a lav truck all day dumping shit, hey, I'll take it. Yeah. But you're damn right. I'm going to wear my mask. And, people love making fun of how big the thing is on me. And I get it. Trust me.
Is that a windshield on your face?
I laugh too because it looks pretty big. Even I'll get to stretch the thing out to make sure it gets on. But I make sure I have it on because there's no way I am going to have that stuff drop on me. Ugh.
Right. So
I've seen too many incidents where people just it's bad. So just put your stuff on. It's not that. God, you guys are adults, for Christ's sake. Just put it on.
Wear them, and you won't get written up because that's going to be the next course. They said.
I hope. No, I mean, I'm not. I'd rather them just talk to them first.
Right.
I would rather them talk to them. Hey, look. Just stop being disgusting. I rather just say it like that. Stop being disgusting, dude. Just put it on because that's terrible.
Right.
But I'm not looking forward to the write-ups. But unfortunately, you have to start. They're protecting you guys. That's just and us and the rest of us that you got to deal with when you go to the public.
Right. And one last thing, when you get into an accident or if there's just a little incident, even though if it's a bump, a scratch, whatever, just report it. Just get on the radio, tell somebody, tell the soup, listen, I bumped into this guy. I don't see any damage. Let the whole thing go. I don't care if you have bags to run. I don't care how late that you are with the bags or how soon that flight is leaving. Stop what you're doing. Let them do whatever they have to do. Someone will take your bags. Don't worry about that. My thing is I need you guys to cover your ass. That is one thing that I always tell everybody. Cover your ass because again, we had another incident where something happened. They continued their work, and now they're in trouble. So,
no, Jesus. Oh, anything else?
No, that's it for me, sir.
All right. So the last thing I'm going to talk about, actually, we're trying to promote the Culture Committee is having a White Sox game outing on June 17th. Those are always fun. You guys get to have not free, but all you can eat, all you can drink 2 hours before the game.
Ooh.
And then, of course, enjoy them lose afterwards.
Yeah, I got to be drunk to watch them lose.
I'm not going to watch them. I'm just going to go for probably. But anyways,
I'll just back out.
If you guys tune in, if you are planning on going, and if you tune in next week, we're going to give out some free tickets to go. We're going to let you know how to win them next week. But yeah, we're gonna raffle off 2 free tickets to this outing. They're $30 each. So if you want to go and you want to take somebody, it'll be a free trip. Just tune in next week. And we'll let you know exactly what you need to do in order to win them. All right.
Nice.
So, real quick, we want to do the movie of the week. Hugo, you got anything for the movies?
Sure. In preparation of Jurassic Park, I watched the trailer. Like, oh, this is cool. So I decided to watch all the Jurassic Parks. But I think I downloaded the wrong one. I didn't notice.
Not Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it was Jurassic Park, unfortunately. And you know what? The T-Rex scene was actually not that bad.
I can only imagine.
Anyway, I did see Final Destination, the newest one that came out, and
is it good?
You know me, I really felt like the asshole because I was just laughing at all these deaths because they're just so dumb sometimes. But I kind of enjoyed it. It was just something to pass the time away. And that's all I've watched.
Oh, no. Me, I've actually watched that Pee Wee Herman special, the Pee Wee Herman documentary of Paul Rubin on Cinemax. That was very interesting. I mean, in the beginning, of course, got a little, because to show you how he grew up and how he became it. But once he got to Pee Wee, it got really interesting. I was just like, whoa. But you guys check it out. I thought it was really good. And then, of course, I don't really have much TV. Sorry, Tim. Tim, I never got to talk to my friend Tim Patala, and he usually gives me stuff. But unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to him because I went to go see the White Sox in Baltimore get whooped. I only saw 2 out of the 3 before they got swept. I got the hell out of Baltimore quick.
Yep.
Thanks, White Sox. But other than that, again, that's our episode for today. I want to thank you all for listening. Again, tune in every week to the Quick Question Podcast. Again, I am your host, Eric Perez, along with the safety rep at the station, Hugo Valles.
Yes.
Hugo.
All right, everyone. And like always, let's all be safe out there, okay? Thanks for listening in. This has been the Head and Camel, and we're signing off.